kill count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies.
I'm Jason.
Today,
No, I'm
we're
not.
looking at Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, released in 1985.
And the thing is, it's not even Jason.
Beloved Friday the 13th series. That's right, the last body from the final chapter wasn't even cold before Paramount decided to cash in on the poor Jason Voorhees and bring the series back from its proclaimed end. The problem was, they definitely killed Jason in the fourth one. Like, killed him real dead. You're not supposed to come back from that. So they decided to try a new direction with it. Not in terms of content, really. It's still naked teenagers getting brutally murdered. But they left Jason dead in an attempt to kick off having two villains. Really should have learned from the third Halloween movie that you just don't mess with the horror series like that. But perhaps correctly anticipating a backlash from the last Jason, they definitely upped the body count duty. So let's take a trip to and get down to kills.
Stop shouting at me.
The first pair of kills is right off the bat was the stupid kid with stupid hat to pick up old worm eyes. That's my new nickname for Jason. I think it's really gonna stick. He thanks them with his machete. First he impales Neil in the stomach. No, his name is never said in the movie, but the internet knows all. Then Jason stabs Les right in the neck with a screwdriver. Is Jason buried with a screwdriver? Fuck no. Watching from the woods is Corey Feldman, and Jason actually looks pretty damn creepy as he stalks towards Tommy, who screams and then wakes up and it's a hot guy. That's right, those first two kills were just a dream, but on this series I'll probably count imaginary kills. Or maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't matter, guys. Don't leave comments yelling at me. But yeah, Tommy's grown up to be this jock with glasses, and he's headed to a farm for the mentally ill. What's wrong with the people there? I can't really tell, except one dude has a stutter, I guess. But that guy also makes a lot of sense. You don't start a place for a dead person. Good call, guys. The farm's run by Matthew Letter. Totally has a bromance with the sheriff, and his assistant Pam Roberts, a pretty lady who gets creeped on by Billy the van driver. Anytime, doll. Dude also looks at porno mags on the job because literally everyone in these movies, especially this one, is driven entirely by sex. Tommy meets reckless Reggie, whose dialogue consists entirely of things old white guys imagine black kids say on the street.
Man, you are one kid. No, man. Please, let it
And we meet all the other eventual victims, including hillbilly neighbors, Reggie's grandpa George, and all the insane asylum kids who just happen to all be attractive teenagers. All except Joey, I guess, the guy who loves chocolate even at the expense of clean sheets. Joey also gets surprise axed in the fucking back by this dude Vic. Vic could probably take Jason too. Shit, look at that guy. Instead he gets pissed at Joey for being annoying and chops both his chocolate bar and his spine in half, giving us the third kill of the film. This gets Vic arrested, disappointing those of us who wanted Vic versus Jason finale. That would be awesome. Joey's body is tended to by a couple of paramedics. One's your average asshole from these movies.
Of course.
The other is Roy Burns, who acts totally normal and not suspicious at all as he stares into a fade-out. We then meet perhaps the most inconsequential characters I've ever seen in these films. A pair of greasers having car trouble. Look, I don't know why they're there other than to die, but they definitely do that. Vinny gets a road flare in the mouth while he's fixing the car, showing everyone that people can make these jack-o'-lanterns too. Save a pumpkin, use a greaser. Then Pete comes back from pooping in the woods with bunnies to give an extended improv scene in the car.
Come on now. Come on, everybody, things starting. Come on, motherfuckers. Fix the fucking car. Come on. Fucked up again, asshole.
Pure poetry. He then gets his throat slit with a machete. It's a shame, really. I think that guy had a wildly successful freestyle career ahead of him. The cops find their bodies, and Roy acts totally natural, not saying anything suspicious at all. What the hell's going on here? You talking to me, Sheriff?
Jason, I'm getting this out.
I thought you were talking to me. Next, we find out just how hot Tommy is. I wasn't lying. And that he can also bust a fool if need be. Fuck out! That man had a family. A check in here, a check in there, and now we're meeting this chick at the diner. Introduced just in time for some real gratuitous stuff. He gets picked up by that funny driver guy. Must be really funny or something. And he dies when the killer, who's totally not Roy Burns, slams an axe into a cantaloupe painted like his head. I don't... Oh, that's supposed to be his head. I see. Sorry. Guess that wasn't his head, guys. Lana, the waitress, gets one last bump in before getting an axe to the stomach about 40 minutes into the film. I think someone would live a little longer after an axe to the gut, but according to these movies, it's downright humane how fast people die from it. At this point, buckle up, because it is time to start killing all those characters we met in the first act. First, there's that really dirty dude who had just one scene before with Emma. He ends up in the woods, creeping on naked teens, then turns around and gets stabbed in the stomach with a knife. Along with the greasers, this guy has to be one of the most tangential characters ever. He's just there to be a statistic. Then, of course, there's the naked teens he was spying on, and they're like really naked. The girl Tina just has these really long voyeuristic shots of her lying there naked by herself. It's only a little sleazy until you find out that director Danny Steinman started his career making porn. Then it's really sleazy. Her death is cool, though. The killer stabs her in the face with some garden shears and then slams them shut. It's done off screen, but we see her right afterward when Eddie finds her body. That is one gruesome sight. Get it? Gruesome sight? He doesn't have eyes anymore? It's funny. Her paramour, Eddie, inexplicably had to go wash up in the middle of forest sex.
Should go wash up.
Comes back to find her dead and gets his head crushed by a belt and a stick. Definitely one of the most unique kills in the series, and downright painful, too. Memorable
That
all around.
legit looks
Reggie,
painful
Pam,
because
and
it's
Tommy
going
take the
deep
truck to
into
go
his...
see Reggie
Oh,
Wilson's
God.
demon, so there can be another character.
I'm sorry
Oh,
about
look,
that
it's
if you saw
over.
my...
I didn't know there was a 2-for-1 deal going on.
No.
After Reggie leaves,
Sorry, I just had to move away from my little brother.
Damn enchiladas! Then runs to the outhouse. He and his girl Nita sing
Damn
a romantic
enchiladas.
poop and duet. Which is a really romantic twist on all the
Yeah,
poop
that
going
is.
on. Nevertheless, they wind up dead. Demon finds Nita with her throat slit and her pulse oddly active for a dead person. Look at it go. Pulsing away. Then Demon himself gets impaled with a spike through the siding of the outhouse and takes a good long while relishing in his death scene. Hey, it's your big moment, Demon. Might as well milk it for all it's worth. Meanwhile, the angry redneck neighbors are all riled up because Tommy raged out and beat up Junior. Not only with some solid punches, but also a fucking leg drop. Look at that. My God. Junior rides his dirt bike around a frustratingly small loop several times in anger before getting decapitated by a cleaver. I won't say that's the best fake head ever made, but I will say it's better than Paul's exploding head in part 3. Good job, A New Beginning. You cleared a very low bar. Then Ethel gets a cleaver in the face through the window, causing her, in turn, to kill the tomato she's holding. Reminds me of the banana snuff murder in the final chapters. These guys love to kill their produce. Oh, and people. People like Ethel. Hell of a character. I'm sure she'll make a hell of a stew. Now we're an hour into the movie, and Jake, the stuttering guy, gathers up his courage and comes on to Redhead Robin.
I want to make love with you.
She responds to him in the way every guy loves to hear.
That's sad. You just
Wanders
got
upstairs in
rent
rejection and then gets a cleaver to the face.
Wow,
Later see his
2
body
feet
when
to
Robin
the
discovers
faces.
it in her bed. Guess he wound up there anyway, right, Jake? But he's dead, so it doesn't count. Robin herself is the next to go, but only after getting naked and wandering around topless, because again, she's the porn director. She's killed with the, by now, very familiar stab through the bottom of the bed treatment. This marks the 3rd time they've done this kill in just 5 movies, and none have matched the awesomeness of the original with Kevin Bacon. Oh yeah, there's also this alternative chick, Violet, who's actually a really sweet breakdancer. And we know this because we watch her dance for an uncomfortably long time. She gets killed too, slammed up against the wall and stabbed in the gut with a machete. I'm noticing that despite the high body count, a lot of the action occurs off-screen or in lame-looking close-ups. Kind of a bummer. From here we arrive at the final girl circuit. Running the course this time, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Pam Robin. Let's see how she does when she's up against a fake Jason Voorhees. Pam checks all the boxes. She makes sure the young kid is safe. She runs around in the rain in a white shirt. She finds bodies of all the victims. Thing is, usually those bodies are people we've already seen killed, but this time they used the opportunity to add new corpses to the count. First, she finds that douchey paramedic with his throat slit. He'll be forgiven if you didn't recognize him. Dude was barely in the movie, and finding his body here really has no impact. I mean, aside from giving us this wonderful scream from Reggie. Then she nearly runs into Matthew Letter, who's been pinned to the tree with a knife through his head. Looks like you just got a promotion, Pam. Way to lean in. Finally, she has the corpse thrown at her through the window, a Final Girl Circuit staple, and sees that it's Reggie's grandpa George. Looks like he's
That is
missing his
sad,
eyeballs.
man.
What you doing with those eyeballs, Roy? Collecting eyeballs for some reason? That's weird. Pam's circuit comes to a head, as many of these do, in a barn. Not a very original finish, Pam, but there is something to be said for being traditional. She fights Jason with a chainsaw, which is pretty freaking sweet, and Reggie screams from the rafters until Tommy shows up to save the day. How's he do? Not great, Bob. He gets his ass kicked way faster than you'd expect. Remember this guy? What happened to him? Instead, he's down and out, leaving Reggie and Pam to fight the killer on their own. Reggie does a flying tackle that knocks the killer out of the barn window, and before he can take them down with him, Tommy resurfaces and cuts off his arm with a machete. The Jason wannabe then falls down onto some farm spikes, which is their technical name, and his mask peels off, revealing that he's... Holy shit, it's Roy Burns? No way! Wow, what a totally unexpected yet satisfying twist to this movie. The wrap-up comes from Matthew Letter's bro, the sheriff, explaining everything to Pam. Apparently, Roy was Joey's dad and snapped when he saw his son's body. He then modeled his kills after Jason because, well, because really, they needed another Friday the 13th movie. Speaking of which, this one ends with yet another fake death when Pam goes to check on Tommy in his hospital bed. Roy Downs pulls a machete out of nowhere and sticks her in the gut with it, making Pam the final kill in this movie. Only not really, because this is a Friday film, so we should have known this was all just a stupid fucking dream. Tommy wakes up from it and sees a vision of Jason in his hospital room. The real Jason, not Roy Burns, knows the red marks on the mask. Then he gets all creepy and the movie ends with him maybe actually killing Pam, or maybe he was just gonna fix her some lunch. Whatever. This thing's finally over. Let's do the numbers on this sleazy, dirty, nasty film.
Oh, sorry, no, what are you talking about? No, remember, Jason goes to hell, and I can't, I like Jason takes over Manhattan because that's a good, it's bad at the same time, so I have to say, those are the two bad ones, and this is the third.
Damn.
I'll do a rank.
It's gonna go to Eddie. I still feel like it could be a little bit more gory, like all the kills in this movie, but it still feels really painful watching Roy Burns twist that stick around and tighten that belt. Just ignore the fact that he twists it around 2 different directions. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Lamest kill was a little more tough. I'm going to give it to Violet because look at that stab. That is seriously a pillow they're stabbing right there. Tom Savini is rolling in the grave he made from scratch and sleeps in every night. That's Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. Released in 1985 to an audience very upset that the killer they spent all that time watching was just some asshole named Roy Burns. For part 6, they made it clear that Mr. Voorhees would return, and we'll look at that next week. Till then, I'm James H. Dean. This has been the Kill Count. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching Kill Count for Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. I know most people hate it, but I kind of appreciate how just downright nasty it is. Younger me definitely appreciate it. And honestly, it has some things going for it. It's got Ethel, everyone loves her, and as creepy as he is, I like this Tommy Jarvis. Really, I want to know what you think, so leave a comment, let me know anything you want, really. I'll see you guys next week.
Okay, so, as I said, I'm going to be doing all of them today. Well, try and do all of them today. Yeah. I don't care about the nudity anymore, I'm just gonna do it. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel, like the video. And there's 5 more days until the competition finishes. So remember, do a diss track on me if you're a boy, and sing a song about me if you're a girl. Okay, that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, wait. Not tomorrow. I mean in a minute. Peace.
Peace out. Boom. Pop. Popping, yo. Who's popping? Oh, my God.
What the heck is happening? I don't know what's happening. Shut up, Kyan. Okay, peace.